And we are live.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Leader. Welcome to Fringeworthy. This is our fantastic Monday night game of adventure across alternate Earths. Welcome to season 2, episode 8.
Episode 9.
Once again, mentioned. Everyone okay?
It's episode 9.
Episode 9. Wow. Last week threw me off. So we're episode 9. My bad. It's okay. I don't mind being corrected. I'm usually wrong anyway. So, as I said before, this is a game about exploring alternate worlds. And I'm going to let our players introduce themselves and their characters. We'll just run through the standard gamut of Bob, Jill, Jim, and Leslie. That's going to appear
Uh,
on my screen.
I'm Bob, and I play Chewy, who's currently derezzed.
I'm Jill. I play Yuki. I was not eaten by a rat person last week, but things are still a little crazy.
A little.
Little.
I'm Jim, and I'm still freaked out. And I'll be playing Eric Paulson, our very confused Navy lieutenant slash attorney.
I'm Leslie. I'm playing Cassidy Wagner. And I don't know why everyone was so upset last week. Everything was totally fine.
You were number 413.
213.
2 and 3.
It was totally fine. I don't know why everyone was freaking out.
No, got some important intel from that. We know we only have to face 212 of them if we go down there. So
All right, Jill.
pretty good.
All right, Jill. Since Chewy is currently pixelated, we're going to fall on Yuki to tell us what happened last time.
All right. So, last time, myself and Cassidy were facing giant mole rat people and they were going to kill us. And then, thankfully, Chewie came to the rescue, popped out of the ceiling with his rifle trained, and was able to talk to them. So the mole rat was called number 132, and he's part of this large colony of creatures that live down in this weird subway-esque thing. Uh, and I still don't quite understand what that was, but it's some kind of weird ancient subway. Anyway, 132 offered to share Shine with us. And of course, my lovely senpai Cassidy took some. And then started hearing things and went a little crazy. And then was being called 213 and kept going, Shine, Shine. And it was really creepy and I did not like it. Um, anyway, they are able to talk telepathically with her because of that, so that's pretty cool. But we found out about these creatures called the Saurians, who they have been fighting for hundreds of years. They didn't know about the Dunbar. They didn't know about the aliens. They're not really hostile, but they did want to steal Cassidy and have her meet number 12 and number 14, which she was ready to agree to because of course she was. Thankfully, we were able to pull her away and go back to the portal. And once we went through, she was fine. It was all good. So, yay. So when we got back to the portal, we decided to get the hell out of there because mind control is not my favorite thing. And we met with Gerald and decided to go check out about the other portals. We went to the -3 Prime World. So this was a dark room tundra with a city in the distance and had a working observatory and a blasted ancients building. We decided at that point we're just going to go home. So we took everybody home. Cassidy got an MRI. She's fine, aside from whatever was wrong with her before, if there was. And then Eric actually remembered what he saw in the Dunbar portal, so that was pretty cool. And it looks like exactly what was in front of the Royal Observatory. Anyway, we plan to check out other alternate platforms to see if they can give us more insight on this platform. So we go back there. We went to number 8. It smelled like crap, like a gas station. I didn't like it. There was pieces of junk everywhere. There was a portal ramp. Myself, Chewie, and Cassidy jumped into the junk and we looked around. And Eric found this stadium with a track circling around it. And then we got to play with vehicles, which was fun. We were able to figure out that there was a single person vehicle with wheels. And we were able to set them up to actually get them to work. There was a switch. I pulled it. Electricity happened. And there was stuff with like electricity in the track that made it so we could go through. Anyway, we were able to get the track working. It smelled like ozone. It was weird. Chewie and Eric took off with it, and they went from 0 to 80 in like 4 seconds. It was wild. And when we take the car off the track, it can move, but it can't move on other. The tires don't work on other surfaces very well. Anyway, we played with the pain and we went under the track and we found there's like this massive complex underneath. And there's all these generators. And then Chewie like digitized himself and derezzed. And I think we're in Tron. The end.
Yeah, pretty much. So, just to reiterate, when we last saw our group, they had seen the batteries. Chewie had lit up in the strange blue light, and then began to derez, like some of you remember Tron from the '80s. That's what it was. He just pixelated and began to disappear, and then he was gone. So our species were left standing there, wondering what happened. So we're going to cut to Chewie. Chewie, um, you blink your eyes, and you're there at the batteries, and then you feel a little stab of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting jabbed with a fork, like ow. And all of a sudden, you're looking at a whole different room. The room is a
Oh.
tan in color. It's about maybe 50, 60 feet long. There are rounded rounded cylinders on the wall with glass panels on them and some kind of lit up controls. The room goes on further with 4 on each side, and then it ends in these elongated tables and chairs that are high up off the ground.
So my first instinct is to take one big step backwards.
You go right back into a wall.
Alrighty. Okay, I take out my. Is it lit up in this room?
Yep, the light comes from the ceiling,
all right.
but you don't see any lights.
Well, let's see. I checked the walls for doors first off, to make sure that I didn't miss something.
Well, okay, look around. You're looking around. There is no door that you can see. There are the cylinders on the walls. There are the tables and chairs at the end. There are some outlined squares behind the tables and chairs on that back wall. There are one either side. You're standing on a circle, which looks kind of like the portal gateway, but it's solid and not black.
All right, I step off the circle and then step back onto it.
Nothing happens.
All right, I guess better check this room out. Let's see. You said there was cylinders on the walls with lights in them.
Yeah, there's looks to be glass panels and some lit up pieces like you've seen on panels before.
Like I've seen on the portal panels before.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. I are there any lights that I recognize? Is there anything blinking?
Different shapes, different colors: red, green, purple, and yellow. I will point out you don't really see any blue colors ever with these lights. Just an odd point.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess I'm gonna just examine everything fairly as closely as I can until something pops out that I might be able to press to figure out how to get out of here. Like this room is completely enclosed. There's no exits.
No exits. You remember when Cassie was working the control panel up top? Well, when you guys were at the racetrack, they were all touch controls. They weren't pressable. She was touching them.
All right. Well, first I'm gonna check out the tables and chairs and see if there's control panels or anything there. I'm looking for anything that stands out, especially if anything is blinking.
The chairs are made of that metal you recognized from the past. The same kind of color of the metal that earpiece was, as well as the bucket and the things you see to make up the alien building structures.
Oh, all right. That's kind of cool. All right. But there's no control panels or nothing on the table.
Not on the tables, but you're looking. You realize that I talked about the inset. Looks like there was some kind of square on the wall behind the table. It's got 3 controls on the bottom: one triangle, one circle, and one square. They aren't lit up.
Oh,
each of those panels, they're about let's see, about 1.5 feet, 2 feet across, and it's a square. So there you go.
Well, these guys could use like some standard iconography, like we got in, we got these days, like a little man, maybe a little hand or something else, like we got in the car on the dashboard. Um, that'd save them a whole lot of trouble, and or at least they could put some words in there, and then my little pill thing in my head would let me translate them. But anyhow, I'm gonna press the square and see what happens.
Okay. You press the square and it lights up yellow. And then you hear almost a rumbling sound from behind the wall.
All right, maybe I just powered this thing up.
And the panel opens.
Oh,
And
all
the
right.
room is filled with the smell of these wonderful al pastor tacos.
What? Oh, hell yeah!
And inside is a plate with 2 small al pastor
I
street tacos.
found the taco machine.
Oh, we
Hell
gotta bring that
yeah!
back.
I'm gonna eat some tacos. I'm gonna eat some tacos. Are they real tacos or are they
Finally, a
illusionary
worthwhile
tacos?
technology.
Are they terrible tricks?
Now you reach in and they're hot and real.
All right, well, I'm gonna eat those tacos.
Okay, you pull a plate out and you pick up a taco and eat it. It tastes just like an al pastor taco that almost like when you were a kid, just like mom used to make.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So the square seems to go to the wish making machine. I'm gonna press the circle and see what that does.
The panel closes
All right.
and it reopens 2 seconds later, and there's a tall glass of water. Well,
Oh, all
clear
right.
liquid you can assume is probably water.
All right. All right. Well, I need to wash down my delicious tacos, so I'm gonna drink some water. And then I'm gonna press the triangle button.
Okay, the water has a bit of a metallic taste to it,
Mm.
but it's cold, really
All
cold.
right. All right. Well, that's good. I'll wash down these tacos. I'm think this is the first time we went to a world that didn't suck. I'm gonna press the last button, the triangle button, and see what happens.
The panel closes and the lights shut off.
And that's it. The light shut off in the room or just on the panels?
Light shut off on the panel.
All right. I'm press the triangle button again.
And you get the same thing.
Okay.
The same 2.
What do you mean I get the same 2?
The same 2 tacos.
Oh, I get more tacos?
Yeah.
When I press the triangle button again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna press the triangle button 2 or 3 times and see if how many tacos stack up.
Nothing. You only get the ones you've eaten. Ones
Okay.
that are ready for you.
Okay, well I'll eat those other 2. And now I'm feeling kind of full. I don't need any more tacos. Okay, so all right, so now I'm gonna go back and look at the panels, the cylinders in the walls that had lights on.
Yeah, you get close to them, and you've got several of the different shape controls that are circling, that are alternating light colors. And there looks to be a glass panel that runs about 2 feet long, and it's about a foot tall on the side right next to the panels. But it's kind of a frosted color; you can't see behind it, but it's obviously glass.
Does it open up in any way or?
Yeah, you touch it and you press on it. It's actually cold to the touch. Not too cold, but just like this, it's cool to touch, like an air conditioner vent would be.
All right, but does it open or?
Nope,
No, okay, well let's just start pressing some buttons. Nothing's flashing, is it?
nothing is flashing, and their colors are alternating, but they're not flashing.
All right. Well, let's see if is there a triangle button. I'll hit the triangle button again. I did pretty good on last time. It got me
Sure.
tacos.
Sure. You press the triangle button, and the panel defrosts,
All
and
right.
inside you see this. You see a skeletal thing.
Oh.
It doesn't look human. It's the skull is shaped weird, but it's looking right at you. It doesn't move. It just looks right at you.
Yeah, I'll move around and see if it follows me, or if it's just
No.
happening.
Doesn't follow you. It's just staring out the window,
Huh. All right.
and it is covered in ice. It looks to be ice.
That's weird. Is he outside? Is he outside looking at me inside a box? All right. Well, I don't think I want to press. I don't want to let him in here. What other controls are there?
There are several shapes, different shapes. I'm not going to list them all, but there's at least a trapezoid, another circle, another square, and what was the other one? an oval.
Well, I've had luck with squares so far. Let's hit the square button.
I hit the button, and you hear a hissing sound,
Hissing sound.
and then the door starts. The panel where you're looking through starts to lift up.
The one with the skeletal thing inside.
Yep,
Okay, I'm hit the square button again. Maybe it'll let.
it goes back down,
All right, let's stay
but
away.
it lets a whole bunch of cold air into the room when you do that.
All right, that's fine. I'm fine with cold air. I don't want skeleton monster coming after me. All right, let's go with the oval button.
Okay. The light goes out inside of the tube.
All right. Let's try this trapezoid button. One of these buttons got to turn the panel back on so I can get out of here.
That button lights up the inside of the pod again. You see the skeleton. If you look back towards where you came in, there is a panel behind where you ended up.
Oh, well, I
You
should go
backed
look at
into it.
that. I'll look at that panel. What are the buttons on that panel?
The same three. Circle, square, triangle.
Okay, let's start with the triangle.
Okay, you press it, and everything hurts.
Ow!
And we're gonna go back to the group. Okay, you're standing there. You see Chewie completely derez. He's just gone.
Oh, that's a thing. Does
Shit.
it look like?
There's a
So
smell of ozone when he does.
Is there does it look like he was standing on a panel or anything like that? Is there something above like where he was standing, like a vaporization ray?
Sure, you pull out your flashlight, look at the grating, and there is a circle on the ground. It looks almost like one of the portals, only solid, not black. And above it, there's also a similar one.
Okay,
And you
so
realize there's a bank of them. There's a bank of them along this walkway.
I don't think we should step on those.
That's
And
probably a
then,
wise move.
just to say that, Chewie, you reappear,
All right.
shouting in pain.
Am I in fire again?
No, you're just in pain. That did not feel good.
Oh, well, that room sucks a whole lot. I mean, well, there were tacos, but I don't think that was worth the cost of getting tacos. Like now, I hurt all over. Yeah, don't go in there.
I take that back. It's not super pain. It's that I've been walking a long way today, and now I'm tired. Kind of pain.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Not
still,
not stabbed. Kind of pain. Just just to clarify.
Well, still, I don't know if I like that room. Like, okay, so if you guys go in that room, the square button on the far wall will get you tacos, and the circle button will get you a nice frosty glass of water. Although it tastes a little bit funny. And then when you come back, you can come back by pressing the triangle button on the wall when you're standing on the platform, but it hurts just a little bit.
Define a little bit.
Oh, like kind of like getting a little shock. You know, like oh, you.
It hurts like dematerializing and materializing somewhere else and then doing the same thing twice.
Well, yes, I get that,
Yeah,
but the
sure.
context is not there.
Anyhow, they got a machine in there that makes tacos.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a machine in there that just made me El Pastor tacos. They were delicious.
Like a vending machine?
Maybe. I pressed the button, panel open, and there were tacos there. And I ate them. And then I pressed a different button, and there were 2 more tacos there.
Well,
It seems like
at least it's
valuable
a world with
technology to me.
tacos. It can't be all bad, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the best world we've been to so far. I got a race car and tacos.
Yeah, this is pretty chewy part of town right now,
Yeah.
actually. But what else was in there?
Well, there was a table and some chairs, and there was a box that was glass that had this skeleton thing in it that was really creepy. And when I pressed one button, the panel started to open up. But I said, you know what? Let's press that button again and close that because I don't know what's going on with that thing. And I didn't feel like dealing with the skeleton thing. I don't know if it was alive or not, but it looked like it was looking at me.
Okay.
So does somebody else want to go in and get tacos, or
I'm not particularly strongly called to be derezed. even if there's free tacos. Pierogies, on the other hand.
Oh, I love me a good pierogi. Sour cream. Um, okay. What did the skeleton kind of look like? Was it human?
No,
Was
not
it like one of the
it was
creatures
kind of,
on this world?
no, it was kind of weird. I'd never seen something like that before. It definitely wasn't human. It looked creepy.
Holy alien autopsy, Batman. Okay. Um, anybody versed in biology in any way? I think that doesn't
Not
do.
really.
Um,
Nothing wrong with taking a scalpel and poking something.
I just
If
wonder
it's
what he
only
did.
bones,
I wonder what he did to activate it. Did you just stand there and it just did that?
No. There's buttons on the wall. You press the buttons. You press the square button, and the thing started opening.
No, I mean when you went in.
Oh no, I don't know. I was just walking around.
I'm gonna run my hand around the ring on the floor, like my finger around it.
Mm-hmm. You don't put your hand in there. You just touch the outside.
Yeah, it just is there any type of script on it or anything at all? There's
No,
just
there's
a
no script on it, but you can feel by touching it, there is a little bit of hum to it, like there's energy running through it, but nothing is going to shock you, but you feel it. Kind of like you felt the energy in the vehicle, and you kind of feel the energy coming off the batteries.
right. It's like the thrum of energy you get out of high tension wires.
Yeah.
Um,
Nothing dangerous, just you can feel it like, ooh, that's
yeah, but it
ooh.
does make the hair on your neck stand up a bit. Um, I don't know, guys. That place had functioning technology, but is there anything else worth looking at around here in the battery room?
All you can see along this walkway are 9 more of these little platforms, like this little circle along this walkway.
Hmm.
what if they're draining energy? What if they drain the energy from people's bodies, and that's why there's little skeletons in little uh little coffin things because they sucked all the energy out of them.
I refuse to believe that there is anything malevolent going on in this place because they gave me tacos.
But anyways, what when you open these things up, how did it look? Was there anything, or is there any noise, any flashing lights, any other
Oh,
sensations you could?
well, no, not really. There weren't any flashing lights or nothing, but I pressed the button and then the little glass box started opening up. And I was like, well, I don't want to deal with this skeleton thing in there because I'm not sure if it's alive or not. And so I pressed the yellow button again in the square and then it closed. And then I was like, okay, well, this is kind of interesting. And then I pressed another button and the thing frosted up or it came unfrosted. I'm like, well, okay, this is really above my pay scale. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get out of here and find you guys because you guys might want to deal with that thing. Or maybe you want to get some tacos. I don't know. But yeah.
Hey, I've read way too much science fiction, so that sounds to me like a cryo sleep pod. If it got icy in
Oh,
there,
it was. It was super
Ah,
cold when I opened the door.
shouldn't open it because what if it's con?
well, we shouldn't open it because there's obviously another species in there, and if they are alive, they might have pathogens that we cannot deal with. Um,
Well, but
but we
even
do
if they
have
do, we go through the gate and then the passengers are gone because the
true.
gate's magic.
What if they kill us before we can do that?
Well, can we only open one, or do they all seem linked?
Only one
They
what?
all they all have the same controls too. They were, but they did when you open one, it didn't open the other ones.
Oh, I didn't know there was more than one.
There's
Oh,
4.
oh, and did they all have skeletons in them?
You didn't look at all of them. You looked at the one.
Oh, well, there were four. I don't know. They had their own controls.
But think of it this way: if those were the creatures that actually made all of this shit,
Hmm.
Yeah,
isn't that exactly who we want to talk to?
yeah,
Got it.
but they were skeletons. So like, although as a skeleton, it looked like he was looking at me.
Did he try to attack you, or was he just like coming towards you?
Well, no, he was just looking at me, and I started opening the glass case, and then I was like, maybe I should not do this, and so I pressed the button. I closed it back up.
Well, we can always just have you pointing a gun at it, and will try to talk to it and see if we could get something.
Huey's the
Oh,
one that probably has to talk to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Chewie probably is the one. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'll hold the gun. I don't care.
Well, let's give it a shot then, I guess.
If you start some shit, we fill it full of holes, man.
But isn't the skeleton already full of holes?
Hey, who knows? Maybe part of the
Technically,
revivification process will. I don't know. Odds are, dude, it's a dead thing in there. But I don't know.
I still think they filled up these batteries with power by sucking the life force from them. I'm pretty sure that was a Doctor Who episode.
Oh yeah. Sucking a life form. Actually, there's a great movie about these vampires that come in. No, never mind. Sorry.
That movie would be Life Force.
But what does anybody think about that?
it hurt, but it wasn't like painful, like unbearable, and it was maybe worth getting the tacos for.
I mean, I do love a good taco, so I'm down to D-Res to go get a taco and
Yeah,
talk to the
actually,
skeleton.
I am dying for some good food.
They were good tacos.
Familiar food. Hey, I'm from LA, dude. I know. Um, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna stand on the platform, see what happens.
Okay. You step on it, you feel a little twinge of pain, not dramatic, just a sting, like getting a shot, and you de-res. And you appear in the same place I described to Chewie.
I'll follow right behind him.
Cassidy, do
I
you
am
want to stay
going
here?
to.
Or...
I guess we should follow them.
Okay, I step up and follow.
Okay, all the same thing happens to you. Now, mind you, when they come through behind you, you get pushed away from the platform.
Well, no. When I land there, first thing I do is start making beeline straight for those capsules.
Okay.
I
So
will
seconds
follow
later,
follow up.
seconds later, you're all there. As I described it to you, you walk over to the capsules and you realize that all of them are lit up with the lights moving. They're circulating through the lights, but they're not really staying. But yeah, you can see the thing I described before. It's the same kind of oval capsule. There were two on either side of the wall. They're
I'm going
about
to see if all of the figures inside, see if I can roll away some of the ice from the glass, and
there's
just
no
see if
ice
they
on the
all look
glass.
similar.
There's no ice on the glass on the outside, and you can't see through the little
Oh, okay.
window.
So all the way in the back of the room, on the other side of the table, is the panel that gives you the tacos. And then here we've got these glass boxes with the stuff inside them. And this is the one that's got the skeleton inside. You see him? He's looking right at me.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember what you pushed to just clear the glass?
Let me see. I started with the square one. No, I started with the triangle one, and then I hit the square one.
The triangle
Square one.
unfrost the glass.
The square
All
one.
right, I hit the triangle on all three of the remaining ones.
Okay. You see the same kind of skeleton. They look rather. They're not gray. They're brown. And they have these. They're definitely not human. But no one here has biology as a skill, I believe. Correct?
No,
Think
I already
so.
asked.
I ditched that class.
Yeah, I don't think you would. Science. Yeah, I think Lover says science is his Yuki. But I tell you what, if you guys want to make me an education roll, you can.
Yeah, why not?
Well, there's a 9 on the die.
Oh wow! I rolled I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I rolled an
Roll.
8. I got
Explosion.
18 plus my education, which is terrible.
8 plus.
Chewie's education is a 7, so 25.
Wow. Apparently, I didn't sleep through that specific class.
I've got an answer for you.
Okay, I got a 16.
I got a 20.
Oh wait,
Okay.
do I add my stat or my base?
Should be add your base to that.
Oh, 21 then.
Okay. So those you got 20 or higher, you're pretty sure this is an animal. Now, Chewy, you've seen dead animals before.
Oh, sure.
This is definitely some kind of large cat, or maybe some kind of cat or dog. You're not quite certain, but it has that feel to its face. It may have had a snout at one time.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I was afraid it was like going to be a giant skeleton snake or something. That's kind of creepy, but yeah.
But it had, but on top of that, you guys can see it from the structure, but the rest of the body is very humanoid. Rib cage,
Hmm.
more ribs than human would have. The bone structure is very thick.
Hmm.
You don't know how old these skeletons are,
Hey,
but
wasn't the guy that they met when they first went through the gate? Wasn't he like a dog man or something, or a cat guy? Maybe this is like his relatives or something.
Dog man, I don't
Wasn't he
remember.
like
Dog.
wasn't he like a cat guy, or maybe he was a bear? I think he might have been a bear, and he talked in rhymes. That was in our briefing. Don't you remember
Right,
this?
Chewie remembers the briefing.
Yeah, I pay attention to the briefing. Briefing was important.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that's where they got the crystals that turn on the gates. From a guy, I'm pretty sure it was a
Oh, it
bear.
was before my time.
I
Cassidy might remember, but Leslie doesn't remember.
didn't read the documentation. Yeah, I bet that this guy's related to them, or they were, but now they're just skeletons.
Mm.
And he's, but that guy looks like he's looking at him
Yeah, the only one is looking at. All the others are looking up.
right at me.
It's because you ate the tacos.
Hmm.
The tacos made from his
He,
friends.
he pointed out the taco
Ate
panels in the back.
his.
A panel on
You
the
ate
back wall.
his
There are two of those
tacos.
panels, by the way.
Oh, there's two.
You ate
There's
his
Two
tacos.
tables, two panels, 4 chairs, and they're all taller chairs. They're made for something that's actually much taller than humans.
I think this was like the VIP lounge for the racetrack, and these are the VIP skeleton. I don't know. This is strange. Maybe
Yeah,
this is supposed to be food and relaxation for when these guys wake up, and they just never woke up.
that's what I was
And
thinking.
Mm.
It's something to meet their immediate needs after they've come out of the whatever cryo sleep they've been.
and one of their
Makes
favorite foods
sense.
just happens to be carne asada tacos.
I do not understand why there are tacos. Uh, maybe
Maybe.
they plucked that out of Chewie's brain.
Yeah. So why
Uh,
don't you guys go and open that up and see what happens?
yeah, I'm gonna push the taco button and see what I get.
Okay. Anyone else pressing that? There are two panels.
Yeah. I'll press the other one.
Okay. When Eric presses the button, he gets a taco and a pierogi with a side of sour cream.
Oh, nice.
And when Yuki presses it, you're gonna have to tell me what Yuki would have been thinking of for food outside of tacos.
Ramen.
What does she miss from home?
She wants good ramen.
Big bowl of ramen, nice and steaming hot.
This is the best button.
Push the button.
And it smells good. They taste good.
Okay, de-resing is the best thing that's happened to us this entire trip.
Is
Yeah.
Gerald with us?
No, he's back on the truck. He was sleeping, so
Gerald missed out. Push the button.
Oh. Joel's pain tolerance seems pretty low.
That's true. He would be happy.
likely not.
He says
I-
knowingly.
I'm Cassie. I assume you do the same thing.
Yeah.
You get a nice little plate of hot dish.
Is it with green beans and cornflakes or
Just how she likes it. just like your mom used to make.
Your
Aw.
tots.
It's the Christmas hot dish.
Oh, they use the Arida tots. They go for the top shelf tots. I'm like, okay. So it kind of does, I think, sort of pulls things from your head.
Now, I'm going to point out, as you're looking at your food and you're eating it, Chewy, you see them eating their food. Eric has tacos.
Yeah.
Cassidy has tacos.
Yeah.
Yuki has tacos.
Yeah. I told you, there's a
Yuki?
machine that makes tacos.
Yuki, everyone's got a bowl of ramen. Cassidy, everyone's eating hot dish.
Pizza hot dish. I love pizza hot dish.
And Eric, you see the same thing you see the same thing in your vision too. Everyone's eating
The
a
fact
taco.
that anybody
and a
but
pierogi.
you is eating hot dish is you should be highly suspect of that.
It's good.
But the food is fantastic.
So you ever have pierogi before then?
No, I don't know what a pierogi is, but those tacos are great, right?
This
I
isn't.
told you.
What are you talking about? This is ramen.
Wait, you got
See the
pierogies? I
fork?
want
No,
pierogies.
Those are all tacos.
Huh.
Like you have straight. I don't know what they call tacos in Japan, but those are tacos.
Are tacos now in a bowl with pieces of pork and egg and shit?
Well, I mean, I have had tacos with pork and egg in it, but not normally. El Pastor normally only has pork in them. I think you're just mistaken. You're obviously. Are you all insane? You're eating tacos. I can see it right there in your hand.
See, this
I
is a
don't see
little
tacos.
toasty.
I would.
This
I
is
would
a
have
tater
some more
tot.
tacos. I would have more tacos if I didn't already have 4. And I like. I mean, they're not huge, but I already ate once today. I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna be a pig and eat 6 tacos. I gotta keep my figure. Plus, we might have to run from something. I don't want to have a stomach full of tacos.
Oh yeah, dude. There's nothing like running one bloated. It sucks. So it would appear that we're all seeing different things.
This is
So
totally normal.
I wonder if this is just a simple illusion, or actually whether we are getting any elementation or any nutrients from this food at all. Huh.
Well, I mean, Chewie
Weird.
feels full, so he's
Yeah,
eating
but
something.
who knows how deep the illusion goes? Convince the mind of one little thing.
Magic.
Maybe these guys were eating illusionary food, and that's why they died.
Huh.
Starved to
I'm
death.
gonna put my ramen down and step away.
Hmm.
Okay, it's gonna get cold though.
That's mean.
There's no to go.
You could take the plate with you. I mean, to take it with you.
Hey guys, so you want to pop one of these guys out and talk to them?
I mean,
Might as
don't have
well.
to
I mean,
talk. They don't look like they have vocal cords anymore.
Well, hopefully they have some mode of communication. At least one that Chewie can pick up on, hopefully. I don't know, man. If this wasn't mind fucking us in some way, I'd be a little less hesitant to do this. But being able to implant images directly into our brains, that's kind of freaky, man. Why does everything have to mess with your fucking brain around here?
no kidding.
I'm just jealous you got pierogies and I didn't get any.
You know what? Really concentrate on some priorities and press the button again. Try it. What happens? Right.
You got your concentrate on pierogies and you press the button. Okay.
Huh?
You get pierogies. 2 with sour cream.
Yes.
Eric, you see the taco and pierogi. Yuki sees the bowl of ramen, and Chewie sees tacos.
All right. I'm gonna stay out of sight over here, and I'm gonna have my weapon ready. Chewie, see if you can have a talk with one of these guys. I
All
got your
right.
back.
All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna press the button. I'm going to get some tacos. I have a plate
Okay.
of tacos ready, and then I'm going to open up this glass case with the skeleton guy that's looking at me. And my hope is that presenting him with a plate of his favorite food, which is what I'm guessing this is going to look like, to him will calm him down just in case he's a monster and wants to attack me. And I'm going to press
Okay.
the square button to open the glass case.
Okay, it opens up, and the cold air fills the room. Some little fog rolls up, and the skeleton lays there, and you all hear some, you're guessing speaking, some sounds. Chewie hears, "Welcome back, Racer. We hope you feel refreshed after your sleep. Please enjoy some food before you head back to the track."
All right. Does this guy get out of the case?
No, he does not.
Okay, I'm gonna poke him, see if it's just a skeleton.
You poke him, and he's almost like he's freeze dried. There's some pieces of skin on him still. So you poke him, it's
Alright.
like, ooh, okay, yeah, no.
All
But
right. So,
you poke him, he rolls back from being poked and sits and lays back to where he was.
all right. Did you guys hear the little announcement?
Yeah.
I heard some sounds. I couldn't make them out.
All right. It said that welcome back, racers, from your sleep. We'd like you to enjoy some food. So these guys are race car drivers for the track, and this is like where they sleep. And then I guess they died in their sleep because this guy is definitely he's frozen.
Well, probably in there since whatever happened to the planet blowing up happened, and well, I guess it doesn't preserve you indefinitely.
Cassidy, make me a tech roll. Just a basic tech roll.
You can type in commands, right? 4 and tech. Not very good. 12.
Basic tech's 11 for you.
Oh.
The skill, basic tech.
Oh. So 15.
All right, 15 is just enough. You realize that nothing was on here until you turned the panel on and pulled the lever upstairs.
Oh.
Oh, so they probably lost power.
Yeah.
And
They've
then
been they've been dead. They were not refrigerated.
no.
Probably smells pretty bad.
No, it doesn't smell. In fact, Chewie, you looked at where you just happened to look where you touched it. You can see the bone kind of starting to crumble away.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. It really did.
I wonder how long they've been down here.
Well, I'm going to try to take a tissue sample if possible.
Okay, how you want to do that?
I'm going to take some Tic Tacs, a bottle of Tic Tacs out of my pocket, empty a Tic Tacs into my pocket, clean clean the thing down with some water out of my canteen, dry it out, blow it out, and then see if I could just transfer some of that material.
Okay, you take your knife and you kind of scrape some off the bone into the Tic Tac case. I can hear archaeologists screaming everywhere in my head.
Hey, look, I'm making do with what I got, archaeologists. I know. It's going to be contaminated, but really, more than anything, I'd like to get a radiocarbon date on it. Seems like organic material, so we can see how long ago this happened, at least relativistically.
Yeah, the longer that's open, the more it seems to start to the flesh on it starts to kind of weaken a bit and starts to fall apart. Where Chewie touched it. The bones seem to be okay, but the flesh on top of them does not seem to be doing well.
Yeah. Well, might as well put them back in there. I mean, there's no point in this.
I mean, you could take a femur if you wanted.
Ooh, a femur. That's exciting.
Ooh. Yeah, let's take a femur.
Sure you label that so they know where it came from.
Roger, Roger.
You wrestle it out as you pull it out, and you've got a very large femur,
All
much
right.
larger than a human one.
Put it in the pack.
Whatever this thing was probably close to 10 feet tall.
Damn.
That is
Okay.
large.
Oh.
So you have a plastic bag full of a femur and some scraped up skin into a Tic Tac container. And food sitting out on the tables, which is now getting cold.
That's just weird. The whole food thing is just weird. Although I welcomed both the pierogi and taco.
I just don't trust it.
Oh, I mean, like we kind of assumed the food's good because it was meant for these guys who are race car drivers, and
Yeah.
they're going to give them good food because they need to have their energy so they can go on and race. So, like, I think the food's pretty good. Like maybe we should try and take this stuff out of here because like a machine that just makes the type of food that you want seems kind of useful.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. Well, can we do that? We look around at the panels and stuff.
Yeah, the food is on plates, or in case of Yuki, in a bowl.
Oh no, the technology that
Or-
created it.
Or we could take the panel and we could install it in the truck, and then wherever we go, we got food.
It's almost like a dumbwaiter, that kind of size, and it's stuck in the wall. You really couldn't take it with you.
It's a replicator.
Yeah.
Ask it for Earl Grey tea hot.
Well, if you press the middle button, the circle button, it'll give you a drink. It gave me some water, but the water tastes a little bit weird.
I'm gonna push the water button.
Okay, the panel closes. A little rumbling sound opens back up. There's a tall glass of clear liquid that's cold to the touch.
Smell it.
No smell to it.
Joey said the water tasted weird. I'm gonna take a tiny sip.
Tastes like cold water. There's a little bit of a metallic taste to it, but nothing weird.
Does it taste? Does it taste metallic, like salty, like it's a Gatorade?
More like licking a penny, kind of metallic. Not in a way, but you can taste it there.
Maybe it's just been sitting in a tank for a long time, and that's why it has that.
That's what I'm saying. That's really indicative of some pipes that haven't moved the water for a very long time.
Mm.
I don't think there's anything that we'd be able to take out of here unless we were like willing to hack it off the walls.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might be worth it.
I'll help if you want to figure out a way to do it.
I mean, if we can try to get this replicator food thingy, or at least part of it, but I don't know.
We don't know how much power it actually takes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like we just powered all this stuff up. It could be like, but okay. So here's the thing, though, right? Like if all these generators are generating a ton of power, then all those generators are valuable.
It's true. So you want to try to take the generators?
Those generators are also the size of Volkswagen Beetles, so really can't pick one up and take it with you. I'm sure none of you guys will probably try.
Okay, is there anything portable and us-sized?
I'm sorry?
Is there anything portably us-sized?
The chairs.
Sure, brought you this chair.
Well, I mean, those chairs seem to be made out of the magic metal, so we should get as much magic metal as we can.
Yeah, you probably should.
True.
Actually, I think it's probably really good for us to just go out there, maybe take some Polaroids of the battery area, and then later on we might be able to return with some equipment that might allow us to transport one of those. Just get enough information to make a plan. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I think that those, if they're power generators or even batteries, I mean, battery technology could, in and of itself, change a whole lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead back to. Wish there's some way to figure out where this transports you to. Is it far away from the structure? Is it underground?
Yeah. We don't
Hmm.
even know how far this is. Like, it could put us up in space. We could be on a spaceship.
Yeah. Yeah, we could be at an orbital space station. Who knows? But then again, it looks like 10th Street is an orbital space station of 11th. Um, I
I'm
don't
not
think there's
looking
any
at that
more in this room
battery.
for us.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and head back.
Okay, Eric steps through portal. Oh, presses the button. He goes to the portal. I want to explain that again. Are you guys taking the food with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the extra tacos I made with me and see what happens when we
Well,
get
I'll
outside
take
this
my
room.
plate. Yeah.
Are you all taking the food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take my bowl of ramen.
I'm more curious to see what it's like outside.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys do the whole thing. We go back to the portal, and you're standing there holding a small plate of what looks to be a white gelatinous stuff that's in some cases partially eaten.
Hmm.
Oh, they made us Jello.
Mm.
It's a Jello
Hmm.
mold.
If it truly was Jello, I don't think
Hmm.
that Chewie would have stopped eating because there's always room for Jello.
Hmm.
There's always room for Jello.
Taco Jello.
Hmm.
It's not Jello. It's aspic. Ew.
Gross.
Could be lutefisk. That's really gross.
Ew. Ew.
Not for me, thank you.
I
I'll
want to
pass.
take a sample of this Jello in a bag.
Oh, you got 4 samples of it.
Yeah, I'm sure we can take it back and they can analyze it.
Yeah, right in the
For
anal.
Jeez.
for its what's it got in it? Vitamins, minerals, proteins, salt. Take a little nibble. Does it still taste like hot dish?
No, has no flavor to it whatsoever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We should
It's
bag this up and have it analyzed and find out if it's actually nutritious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start inspecting the. Actually, I wonder if all these little platforms go to the same place.
And it's probably they might go to different rooms with different dead racers in them.
All right, I'm going to explore one real quick. The one right next to the one that we all used. I'm going
okay.
to see if I can.
You step into that one. You appear in another room that's similar, only the one pod that you guys opened is closed.
Okay.
Otherwise, it looks exactly the same.
Okay. I come back.
Okay, he's gone for probably less than a second. He winks out of existence and winks right back into existence. There is definitely a time dilation, just so you guys know.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Exactly the same kind of room, just undisturbed. It looks like all of
I,
these
wa-
lead to different
I
racer
want
stations.
I wonder if these are even like real places. Like they could be I don't know, like a pocket dimension or something, or maybe they're putting you in a computer and you're in a computer and you're doing this stuff, and then because you weren't there for very long, like you were there for like on a second.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty quick. I just popped in and looked, but it was definitely more than just a second.
Huh.
Okay, definitely a time dilation in those places too. You could be right. It could be another pocket dimension. I wonder if, but why would they have to keep their drivers so isolated?
But if there's
Hmm.
time dilation, right? Like maybe those guys haven't actually been in there for very long. Because like if it's a long time in there and it's a short time out here, yeah, they could be in there for a long time. Why would they
I don't
want
know,
to be
man.
there
From
for
the
a
way
long
those
time?
guys look, they look like they've been here for a while. I mean,
Feels like if they'd want it to be the other way around, they'd want those guys to. I know. Maybe this is like their pit stop thing, and like so the guys go in there and they take a nap, right? Because they're racing. They get tired. Oh, so tired, and then they go in there and they take a quick nap while the guys are like gassing up the car, and then they come back out and they're refreshed. They get back in the car and they keep racing. They wouldn't have to like switch racers.
yeah,
Or maybe all they do is race, and that is where they stick them in between, so you always have young, good racers, even if you only have races every
Mm.
6 months or so.
I was thinking something
Speed
similar
race.
too. But then again, my mind always goes into something sinister. Uh, I don't know, man. There's something hinky about that, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
But if these guys were insane enough to blow up an entire planet, who knows?
Well, we don't know who blew up the planet. Right?
Yeah, true.
It might not be these guys. It might have just happened, or I don't know. Maybe somebody else blew up the planet, and the guys here, like this is a different planet, right? Like so, maybe the guys here didn't blow up that planet.
Hmm. Good point. Well, let's just keep exploring this track around. We found a lot of interesting stuff in here. Let's see if we can find anything else.
That's all you can really find down there. It's just the walkway to that area where the batteries are and those platforms. There isn't really anything else.
Okay.
Well, shall we just go back up to the track itself and keep on looking around over there? I'm sure there's some spots over there we haven't really looked. No, we haven't been up in the bleachers or anything like that.
Yeah. This place is cool. There's a lot of neat stuff here. I think we should
Yeah,
spend some more time and figure this out.
Yeah.
sure. Why not? Let's do it.
Cool.
Head back up.
Okay, back upstairs. You're on the track, which is still electrified.
Well, we might want to shut that down. We figure out how to shut down the track so nobody accidentally gets electrocuted.
Well, you know how to turn it on and off. You turned it on before. Well, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, good.
Yuki and Cassidy turned it on.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm asking them.
Yeah, we could turn the track off, I guess. Okay, let's turn the track off.
All right.
All right.
Switch off.
Boop, beep, boop, boop.
You release the switch and you hit the two keys you did, and everything powers down. The smell of ozone kind of goes away.
Okay, looking for more access panels, doorways, trap doors, ceiling panels, anything you can look at.
There's nothing like that right here in the pit area where you guys are at. There are a couple more of the wrecked cars. There are a bunch of odd looking tools on the ground. Um, there are little, um, I'd say about 6 inches long and about 2 inches wide lumps of metal in almost like a gold bar kind of setup, that kind of bar look. Only they're
Mhm.
gray, and there are several of them laying on the ground.
Wait, they're like ingots?
Yeah, they look like ingots, but they're a grayish metal. They don't look like the alien military used to.
Hmm.
But one's laying on its side, up against one of the car wrecks. Another one's flat on the ground.
Well, we should collect.
Another one looks to be broken in half.
Oh, we could collect those, right? Like, I mean, they might
Yeah.
be useful, like fancy metal, right?
Yeah, it could be some kind of ore or ally that we don't even know about yet. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you pick those
Although
up.
periodic table is pretty filled in. We don't really have
Who's
room
taking
for a
those?
lot of new elements.
Who's taking
It's,
those?
it's shiny. Shine?
No, it's shiny. It's just gray, dull metal.
Shine?
And when you pick it up, it's
Well-
kind of almost soft to the touch. Not in a bad way.
Nice.
Just like, interesting.
Hey, Cassie, can you hit this with a Geiger counter real quick, just in case?
Beep, 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 beep,
Nope.
beep, beep, beep.
Not radioactive.
Didn't want to think we were picking up radioactive bars.
That would be bad.
Shine?
Who's taking them all? We find 3. We find
I'll
one that's
take
like
them.
torn in half.
I'll take
So
them.
Eric's
Okay.
taking 1. Randall's
Yeah,
taking
I'll
any.
take them.
So Eric has 1. Who else?
I'll take one.
Take.
Chewie, did you want to take the third one?
Okay, Yuki's got 1. Cassie's got 1.
Okay.
All right.
When I touch it, does it feel familiar?
No, it's
No,
just
Okay.
like I said,
shine.
it's not that kind of shine feel because that almost feel like it was alive when you touched it and it had electricity running through it. This does not have anything running through it like that. It's just kind of soft, not malleable, but just soft. Okay. Okay.
I don't like
Oh,
when you roll dice.
When that's broken in half, you see like
It-
any kind of crystalline structure?
No, it looks like almost like a candy bar that's been torn in half. Nothing inside of it, just one solid piece.
No, but like when you have bars of metal that break, there's crystallization. In the break.
Yeah, it looks like it's been almost like I said, a soft candy bar has been torn open. So it's got like little pieces and hanging off of it.
What are the cleavages like?
I'm sorry, what?
When the way a rock breaks is cleavage.
It's not
So
broken like a rock.
this has apomorphous if whatever cleavage.
Amorphous.
Amorphous. There we go. I can't talk words today very good.
It's okay.
You're
I
not
see what you
having a
mean.
stroke, are you?
No. No.
Jill, when Yuki's looking at it in her hand, she realizes she flips it over and there are 2 a square. Like you're guessing buttons or indents on one side of the bar. You just happen to see that.
I try to poke one of them.
You poke one, and there's a little rumble from a little shaking from it, and it turns into a wrench.
What?
It literally liquefies and bends
Oh.
into a wrench.
Okay, this is cool.
Neat.
So there's little buttons on this, and this will turn into stuff, I guess. Are there still buttons on it now, or is it just a wrench?
The buttons are still there on the handle for the wrench.
I hit the same button again.
It liquefies back into the same object it was before.
Okay, that's pretty neat.
That's really super cool.
Eh.
Other button.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay. Well, we'll play with it later, but
Memory metal.
found a useful thing. Potentially.
I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, I just said it was something useful.
Oh, okay.
Can we go up into the grandstands?
Yeah, you can climb over. You can climb over the railing, walk across the unelectrified track, and you can climb into the grandstand. Sure. When you do that, you notice there's like litter everywhere. We lose Jim
Oh shoot.
No, just give me just a second. I'll be right back.
because the
Okay.
camera's all switched.
Yeah, I was gonna say ignore all our names are switched at the moment. So
I'm Jim.
Oh,
Right.
I'm telling the story now. Ha ha! So,
sorry,
Okay,
Bob.
no.
We'll
go
just say
there, and there's a giant, fluffy purple monster, and it has yellow horns.
Oh, we like to thank. Let's see. Oh, Big Dad has redeemed the malevolence. We're gonna go ahead and make a note of
Oh
that.
oh
boy.
no, that was
We're already in the wrong places. That's already malevolent enough.
Yeah.
Always turn the camera back on so we can reorganize the cameras. Actually, it's currently 8:10. We have time still till a break, so that's fine.
Our Jim's back.
All right, there we go. Now we're back. Okay, yeah, you climb into the stands, and there's like litter everywhere. It looks like being in a grandstand after a really messy drag race. There's little boxes and what look to be cups. They're just lying everywhere. Trash. There's writing on them which Chewie can read.
All right,
One
what's all right?
one literally says hot meat. One
Hot
says
meat.
cold. The cups say cold drink.
Huh.
Because this is brought to you by
One
Costco.
says cold meat.
They're Pop's grain.
Yeah, things like that.
Well, this is a world where they don't have advertising apparently.
Shit for marketing.
Yeah.
The old Ralph's store brand stuff. Blue
Mm.
label.
Oh yeah, the generics. Toilet paper.
Remember generic beer?
Oh yeah, the generic beers. I remember those. They actually weren't bad. They weren't good, but they weren't bad. Better than Bud Light. Anyway, so yeah, there's that just litter everywhere. And as you climb further into the stands, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So all the litter appears to be like concession stuff. There's no like sweatshirts and earplugs
No
and that kind of
sweatshirts,
stuff.
no earplugs. It's just like trash. But as you go further up the stands, I'm assuming Eric's in the lead because Eric likes to be in the lead. I climb over this to the fifth level, and down below you, there's some trash, but there are 3 round, pointy things stuck to the surface of the grandstand floor. They're about yay big. The round dish with a pointy top.
Like a traffic cone.
No, it's like almost like a small basketball with a pointy top, and they are white, silverish white.
Mm.
But I would see trash everywhere as well as you get further up.
Okay.
It gets less and less the further you get up.
It's like these guys just left all at once.
Maybe they were raptured.
Maybe.
Oh, Jim, you're muted.
Or maybe this place was just hurriedly evacuated.
Could be that too.
The oddest part about being in this place really is it's quiet. There's no wind. It's just quiet. You're not used to this kind of quiet, and you really kind of now that the track's turned off, it's kind of noticeable quiet.
Go check out what those spiky things are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we around her?
I'm sorry.
Are we around where Cassidy's at?
You've gone close to the top where you saw the 3 small basketball shaped things, bunny tops. I'm assuming everyone's come up behind you, so you're all 4 in that relative area.
What do they look like they're made out of?
It's like I said, it's a whitish silver. You haven't touched it, so you don't know if it's hard or soft. It's shiny-ish.
All right. I pull out my knife and I nudge it with my knife. One of them.
You touch it with a knife, and it actually kind of gives a little bit, like it's probably soft.
Hmm.
In fact, outside of the gel, that's the first soft thing you've seen here.
I touch it with my finger.
Okay, you reach out, you poke it with your finger, and it gives almost like a soft plastic ball would. Like those playground balls, the rubber balls you kind of push on and it gives.
Right.
Huh. Like a dodgeball?
Yeah, like you press on it and it gives a bit, and then it cracks and begins to crack open on the side as you're pressing on it,
Broke it!
and a little bit of liquid seeps out of the side.
Do not taunt Happy Plum Ball.
Um,
And the crack begins
like,
to spread across the top where your finger is and underneath your finger.
I mean, I take my finger back. I don't want to touch potentially scary things coming out of it.
Yep, you pull your hand back as it starts to split open, and the pieces fall to the side, goo falls out, and there's a little white thing there about the size of my hand. And it opens up like that, and there are teeth, and it jumps out at your face.
Of
And that's
course.
we're gonna go to break.
Of course.
It's a
Rude.
mimic! It's a mimic!
It's a mimic.
No,
Always a
trust me.
mimic.
Mimics don't exist in this world. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
All
Alrighty.
right.
Always a mimic.
And we are back.
All right, welcome back, everybody. When we left before break, they had climbed the stands into the grandstand, found some trash, looked like wrappers and stuff discarded in a hurry, actually. And near the top, they had come across these basketball-shaped things with a pointy top. They're about this big, actually. Here's a representation I found. About yay big, kind of looking like that, only a little pointy at the top. And Eric pressed one on the side of his knife. It had a little bit of give to it. Cassie reached down and poked it with her finger, and it felt kind of like a dodgeball, that kind of give. And then it began to crack on the side. Liquid came out, and then it cracked all the way open. And a little white thing inside grew teeth and a mouth and jumped out at her face.
Oh no. Teeth and a mouth.
And,
Wait. This is like what we found before.
well, before you can react and even say that, I need to roll some dice here. Hold on a second.
Is it always got to be me?
Yeah, well, you're good at that. You're very good at that. No one's complaining.
I mean, I'm complaining because Cassidy is in danger, but also I understand that she kind of did this to herself.
Hey, man, somebody's got to do it.
It's true.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Cassidy. The thing jumps out, and you were definitely surprised by it, and it grabs a hold of your face with its teeth. You're going to take 8 points of damage.
God.
Thankfully, you have a decent amount of hit points. I mean, you've got 40, so you're down 8. So keep track of that.
Yeah, but how many hit points does her head have?
Thankfully, actually, you have armor on for your head, I believe, don't you?
Yeah.
No armor for your head. Okay, no armor for your head. So your head just takes 8 points of damage. Usually, if it's a critical, it's not a critical. You just your face was right there, so it's jumped out and lashed onto your face. It wasn't trying for a headshot. It just she was right there, and that's what it grabbed onto. And so she now has this little white thing, for lack of a better term, with yay big, with this big old mouth right here, no eyes, little itty bitty feet appendages stuck to her face right here. And I'm sure Cassidy's not happy about that. We can roll for initiative. That would be nice. Just roll me a D10.
Okay.
Oh,
It only took us,
does this
9
explode?
games to get to combat.
It's a D10 plus your reflexes.
Does,
Reflex stat.
does this roll explode? Because I rolled a 10.
No, it doesn't explode.
All right, well, I rolled a 10.
All right. So give me your totals.
18.
Okay.
It's
12.
5 plus reflexes, right? It's
Yes.
the die plus reflexes, right?
5 plus your reflex stat.
All right. That's 8.
I get a
Okay,
12.
So it's
Okay.
13.
I'm sorry, Eric has a what?
13.
13. Yuki has a
12.
12. And Cassidy has a
10.
10. Roll for the creature. All right. So, okay, so here's the order. Chewy. Oh, handwriting. Chewy, Eric, Yuki, the creature, and then Cassidy. Okay.
Yay.
All right, Chewy, she has this thing on her face. What do you do?
All right, I'm going to grab it and throw it off.
All right. It's kind of attached to her face, but you can do that.
This is like that thing that ate Lady Platinum.
Kinda, yeah, but tiny.
Yeah, well, we kill it before it gets big.
Okay, make me a brawling roll. You have a base of 14. So
There's a 10 and there's a 5, so I got 29.
All right, so you definitely hit it. You've got a hold of it, and you're going to chuck it. You said.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it on the ground and then stomp on it.
All right, so you grab it off for Cassidy. Cassidy take 3 points of damage as the teeth rip out of your face,
Sorry.
and you throw it onto the
Ow,
ground,
my face!
and that's your action.
Kill
Those are
it.
playing interlock enough. There's lots of other actions, but I'm going to run this simply and quickly.
Kill it
All
with
right,
fire.
Eric, there's a little thing on the ground, and it's flopping. It's covered in Cassidy's blood, and it's got probably looks like bits of her face attached to it. Her face is gushing blood.
I'm going to pin it down to the ground with my knife that I have in my hand.
All right, so you're going to stab it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love those. All right, give me a melee weapon check. This thing's melee sucks. It's gonna evasion roll for it.
That's a body, right? No, it's
Yeah, it's the top right column. Your melee weapon's a base 14.
okay. 40. I got a 17.
All right, that definitely hit. That's your first attack for that knife. Roll d6 damage and take your second attack with that knife. Knife has a rate of fire too, so you can stab it twice basically around.
Damage is 2.
Okay. Second attack with the knife.
That is a
Now, if you roll a 1, it's a
21.
failure.
21.
21 hits. Okay, it's evasion roll. Not good enough. And roll your damage.
A 1.
All right, so 3 total points of damage this round.
Yeah.
All right, you stab your knife in it. It's actually kind of trying to dodge your knife. It's looking up at you without its eyes, and it's kind of grinning with these weird looking white teeth and blood all over its face. All right, that was Eric's turn. Yuki.
You know, stabbing with a knife seems like a good idea, but I have a bigger knife. I want to slash at it with my sword.
Okay. One stab with the sword. Make a melee attack roll. I'll roll for its evasion.
Okay. What do I
Ooh,
add to my
okay.
roll?
A D10. Let's see. Your melee is a 13.
Okay. That is a 21 to hit.
Did you roll more than a 7?
I rolled an 8, yeah.
Okay, so 21. Yikes. Okay, it definitely it rolled a 2 on its evade, so no, it does not. Roll your sword damage, which is not nice.
No, it's not.
3d6.
Oh, it doesn't look like that. Okay.
What did you get? There we go.
It's. I think that you put roll d6 and then the number of d6 afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it does?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here, I'm just doing it 3 at a time. That's fine. All right, well, it did 8 damage total.
All right, 8 damage. That will roll second attack. It's not dead.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
It's going to evade. These things are fast
15
and
15 to
scary,
hit.
and it cannot evade for shit. I rolled a 1 for its evade, so you hit.
Okay, so that is 7 total.
All right, so you haul back and stab right through it, and it expires, and it just melts into goo.
Ew.
Okay, so we will not touch any more of those.
As she says that, the other pods next to it start to crack.
Why would they have
And,
these?
and
Run, move. Let's
actually,
go.
Chewie, it's a good question. Chewie, I would like Chewie to actually do a check because he's asking an important question, and he may not know the answer, but he's asking an important question.
I rolled a
So,
five.
the best thing for you to roll would be, where is it? I would give you a perception roll because that's it's actually not a perception. It's a social roll, right? Too many skills in this game, I swear. Um, human perception. So your total of 9 plus whatever die roll that you have.
Well, I got a 4, so 13.
All right. So yeah, you can realize that you really think these things don't match the decor. They didn't put this here.
Hmm.
It matches nothing. But that thought crosses your mind as the rest of these things begin to crack open, and you start to hear this sound.
All right, it's time
And
to get out. Why is every place awful? Let's get out of here.
And as you hear that and start to flee the grandstands, you hear more of those sounds from across the entire hippodrome.
Okay, makes sense. Run, 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 run. I help pick up Cassidy.
This is why I did not eat more tacos.
Tacos were fine.
Okay,
The tacos didn't hurt us.
Yeah, but if I was loaded down with too many tacos, it would be difficult to run away from these things.
Okay, that's
Just
fair.
out of curiosity, Cassidy, you're being grabbed by Chewie and dragged away. Do you want to do anything?
No, I want to not be. Well, I wish I had a flamethrower.
You and
But
me
also,
both, sister.
I also don't want to be near these. And I'm applying pressure.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty bad bite.
We're gonna need
this
a
thing-
trauma pack. We're gonna need a trauma pack when I get back to the van.
Let's just
Okay.
get this van first, okay?
Let's check for these things real quick to see. Okay, that's a 2. All right. So you guys are able to get down the grandstand, and as you get into the pit, you see in the grandstands, not where you guys were. They're the 2 there. You see literally pop up. They jump off the ground and they bounce to the next set of seats. And just over to the left, more grandstands. You see a couple more bounce up onto the seats, and they start to hop down towards where you all are at.
Do the gate and lock it.
The 2 that where you're at, look at the blood pool where Cassidy was, and they step into it and they turn to look where you guys are at and continue to chase you. They're covered in Cassidy's blood. And I'm assuming you guys get to the portal and you can jump through easily without a problem. I made checks for them. They're not going to catch up to you.
Lock this gate behind us.
Yep.
Lock the gate.
Every place we go is awful.
But the tacos.
Vicky, help me find the trauma packs.
Way to go, Big Dad.
Okay.
There's some things we're getting nice.
Put a trauma pack on my face.
Yeah, you can get it to stop bleeding, but you guys can see she's got about 30 teeth marks in her chin.
Yeah, she's
Little
going to
needle
need
marks.
stitches.
Little needle marks too.
Is anybody here good?
So now,
Yeah, and
now you got to be quarantined because you might be infected.
you went through the portal.
Oh. Yeah, but Lady Platinum went through the portal too.
Yep.
Harold, is there anything in my brain?
No
Huh?
smart
What?
answers.
I'm sorry. What's going on?
Harold, I got
Whoa,
bit
where
by
you give it? What happened to your face?
bit by the thing that took out Lady Platinum. You need to see if there's anything in my brain.
Oh, but that guy killed it.
Yeah, but there's more. A baby one bit me.
Where's the baby one at? Where?
Another
We
side of the
killed it.
portal. It's fine. It's dead.
We left it behind. There's a lot of
Stabbed it.
There was
It's
a whole
dead.
lot.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You killed it. Fantastic. Now, what did you want? I'm sorry. If you're
Sure,
fine.
there's nothing in my brain.
Oh, despite the obvious jokes that would probably make a Chewie's expense, but no, there's nothing there.
Scary monsters.
No,
Remember
nothing there.
Do you remember Lady Platinum having scary monsters in her brain?
Well, I thought she was just upset. I know what to look for. I don't see anything like that there. No.
Okay. Need stitches?
Yeah, I probably get that looked at by a doctor.
Yeah.
It stopped bleeding. It's gonna be painful, but you'll get better.
I tape a non-stick pad to my face.
You want to make me a first aid roll?
Sure.
Your base is a 13 for that.
So 20.
Okay, roll me a d6.
Oh.
10, 4. Okay, you're gonna heal back 4, so you're only down a total of 6 hit points. Bleeding stopped, and the bandages got it. It's fine. It's not seriously damaged. It just looks grosser than it actually is. Because, like I said, it's lots of little marks. Once you get the bleeding to stop, it looks fine.
Okay.
So,
I'm
what did
gonna
you
have
guys find there besides little murder machines? You've gotten quite a long time, I think. Mm.
We found some magic metals that turn into tools. We found a magic box that makes tacos.
Ooh.
But we couldn't bring it back.
Oh.
We found some skeletons of dead race car drivers. And we found a pretty cool car, but it only runs on the electrified track.
Oh. Well, I mean, you didn't want to bring it back with you?
Yeah, but we were running for our lives.
Oh, okay.
Harold. What's everybody else on your planet like? Are they all your size?
Um, well, yeah.
Aren't any like big, like bipedal ones?
Oh, no. Oh, we hunted them off years ago.
As the dead race car drivers we found were definitely like bipedal and look
Like
like they
super
might
tall.
have super
Um,
tall cats or dogs.
yeah. From what legends say, they're, I can't remember what they were called. I never paid attention in kiddie school. But, um, yeah, they
Go to
were
kiddie school.
massive. They were giant. They were not cats like us, but they used to say they were related to us, that we probably came from them. That's why we're so smart. But I hear what they're called. But yeah, they used to, they're the ones who came and brought knowledge and food and things to our ancestors.
There any nice people on your planet that could tell us more about them?
I mean, we can go back and try and find my elders, but they exiled me to that island, so I don't think they like me. I don't know if they'll like you or not, but we can try. You really want to?
Well, what do you think? Honestly, I think a trip to the cat world might
Yeah,
be.
that sounds better than any other place we've been.
Yeah,
You're-
dude, I was just
That'd be a
so
little
encouraged by this place, and then the end just really just. Uh,
And we could do a little relaxing on the beach first.
Oh, there is that beach world you all found. It was beach, the one that was kind of really
Kind of
relaxing.
creepy. That place was kind of creepy.
Well, I guess to see my people, you're going to need a boat because they stranded me on that island. Remember? They thought it would teach me a lesson to be better.
Hmm.
Did it?
Well,
That being next to the portal would make me smarter.
hmm.
Did it?
Well, we had a boat. We'd have to go back and get it.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh, back at base.
Antarctica.
Oh, okay. Well, if we went back to get that, I mean, you could get some medical attention, but I don't know if we want to go back all the way back there right now.
Hey, you could go back and visit the people on the 1949 world since you're going over there anyway, and ask those guys in British intelligence for a boat.
Oh.
I think they owe you enough, right?
I think it's bad for us to go to that place. We
It's a bad
screwed things up
place.
there enough. I think we should just close that door and let them be their own. I mean, the Nelson or whatever Chuckles, he'll go back and teach them how to make computers, and that's good. We should not mess with their timeline.
All right, whatever. I just thought I'd suggest that.
Yeah,
Who
that was a
is
Right,
good
you have
idea.
a
But I
do you have a
tend to
kitty?
agree
You
with
have
Chewie.
a kitty girlfriend you want to get back to? Kitty boyfriend?
Kitty non-binary partner.
Kitty hetero life mate?
Why do you think I was alone on the island? Like I'll
Oh.
settle down when I find the 7, 8 women who are right for me. My wandering days are over. But until then, here I am.
Are there a lot of little gatos out there?
If I could give you finger guns, would that explain anything?
Oh.
How am I not surprised?
It's just like I got a mental image of you doing finger guns, and it's okay.
Yes, who has the
I dig
tuna?
that.
So we need to get a boat and go find Gerald's elders.
I'd actually be very happy with getting that looked at medically, but that's going to scar up something fierce.
I put some Neosporin on it. It's good.
Let's put some Windex on it, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
Hey, Windex is magic. We don't mock that.
Just slather. I just slather some Vaseline on it. Stick a non-stick pad. Use some vet wrap and wrap it all the way around my head. It's fine.
Oh, you're so fashionable. Amazing.
Actually, I don't use Vaseline. I use Bag Balm because it's superior.
Yes, Bag Balm is superior. I grew up with a farm family, so I know all about Bag Balm.
Love Bag Balm.
Good for your elbows.
It's very good for sandpaper elbows.
Anyway, so yeah, I guess you guys are heading back to Antarctica.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's go.
Okay. Several hours, many hours later, you make it back to base. The medical team comes out to look at Cassidy and kind of whisks you away to the hospital section.
It's fine. It's fine.
You get the
Why
whole
is
air thing. You get the whole medic thing of sit down, no, stay on the gurney, no, stay on the gurney, no, stay on the gurney.
Why does everybody
down.
think everything is so bad? Everything is fine.
Because the
fine.
last person that got bit by one of those things turned into a monster. So
Gerald
we'd like
said
to
there's nothing in
requisition
my
some.
brain.
We would
Gerald
like
said
to,
it's-
yeah. Well, yes, but we would like to requisition some flamethrowers.
Right?
If we go back there, we're gonna need flamethrowers.
For sure.
Well, I immediately take out the bone and tissue sample and explain. We believe this tissue might come from the people that actually made these portals.
Oh, well, that's interesting. We can carbon date it and see if there's any weird DNA in it.
I would hope so. That might solve a lot of unanswered questions and might better arm us for what's out there.
Will tell us, well, whatever these things were, it'll give us an idea maybe. But really, if they're that alien, they're really not on our world. So we're going to tell you so much.
Yeah, well, we don't know what kind of genetic interference they've had with us in general. We don't know. Look, this is science. It's going to have more questions than it gives us answers. That's for sure. But it will give us some answers.
Oh, we're going to give it a look. Did you get an idea of the size of its skull? Maybe just about its brain a little bit.
Skull about yay big.
It's femur.
So
We used to have a camera, and people used to actually take pictures of things.
Yeah.
but she died.
But then somebody decided that hot dish was more important.
God.
Ouch.
But no, I actually give them a sketch of the real size of the skull, the proportions. The
Yeah,
tissue was obviously slightly contaminated, but the best I could do. But I would like to take some sample tubes with me if I could have some, please.
They'll give you a case full of them.
Thanks.
Petri dishes, sample tubes, everything you possibly can need. They had no idea you'd
Pack
need something like this,
bags?
but they've got it. Yeah, the way you've drawn the skull, it really is. It was significantly bigger than a human one. Brain's probably larger or better protected. One of the two. You really got to look at the inside of the skull. But the
But
creature is definitely larger than much larger than humans.
just from the size of the femur alone, I was thinking this guy's about 10 feet tall.
That's amazing. And you found them you found the body where?
They were in a
Good one.
cryogenic rest tube that apparently had been powered down, and they've mummified inside. There are several other bodies there, but unfortunately, returning to that place would be somewhat dangerous since we uncovered a swarm of very unfriendly aliens.
Okay, well, when you go back there, and she walks over and reaches into a box. Here are some body bags. You can put them in these and bring them back.
Okay.
Great.
Not that you want to know why she has body bags, but
Well, there are bodies around here. Gonna need body bags.
yeah, Cassidy, they're going to poke and prod you. They're going to take blood samples.
Fine. Fine. It's
They're going to
just
poke.
a
They're going to poke that wound
scratch.
repeatedly and check the depth of the bite marks.
Ow!
It's not
It's
fun.
just a scratch. Ow! Why are we?
So it's going to take several hours with them poking and prodding you.
Didn't even
Blood
hurt
sample,
that
blood sample, blood
bad.
sample, blood sample. Could you pee in this cup? All the fun stuff.
Did anybody give them the Jello so they could see if there's nutrients in it?
What Jello?
The Jello. Someone go get them a Jello.
I think Chewie has a gel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him some Jello.
It's not Jello. It's aspic. Jello tastes good.
You're looking at that stuff, and it's almost the color of that thing that bitter face.
Oh, maybe it's those things chopped up.
Oh,
It's
ew,
almost
Soylent-
the color, not the same, but you, Cassie may have some trauma from looking at that, and going,
Soylent
"Oh
Green.
God, it's the same thing."
Soylent Green is people. What?
Uh,
Fine. Should have just left a band-aid on it, not said anything.
Sometimes you have to put the Band-Aid off, and it kind of did. Well, hard to stitch this thing up because they're all so tiny, but we're gonna get this cleaned up for you, and we'll put a bandage on it for you. You should be fine.
Just slather it in new skin. It's fine.
And now we're gonna put you in this isolation room. We run your blood test. And these two guards will be outside watching through the window to make sure you don't turn into a monster.
Yeah.
And at least watch some TV.
Oh yeah, there's a TV in there. It's got a
Just-
couple of it's got a couple of video cassettes, not even DVDs. And it's got like Aladdin 2 and a crochet video. How to
The
put a
Wrath of
wall siding.
Jafar.
Yeah, it's got nothing good in there. Got a Scrabble board missing like 20 tiles.
I'm gonna spell out words and stick them in the window. Let me out. Why we're doing this? Fine.
So
Fine.
they take the Jello and they're looking at it. They look at it for a while, and while you guys are there, and they come back and say, "Well, this stuff looks to be highly nutrient dense, and there are some enzymes in it I don't understand. They don't match up what we have, but we need you all to submit blood samples."
Okay.
Ah, suckers.
Oh, because we ate that, now they need
Yeah,
blood
we ate that
samples?
stuff.
works for me.
Oh,
You
all
get a
right.
stool sample?
We're gonna test your pee and your poop too.
Yeah, all right.
Watch.
Yeah, they're the ones touching my pee and my poop. I don't care.
Yeah, you're going to go through a battery of tests. We don't have to get gross about it, but they're going to put you through a battery of tests.
Pee
And
and poop.
in the end, oh, okay, good. They realized that, yeah, nutrient dense. You guys got a ton of nutrients by eating that stuff, especially chewy. But it's usually with heavy amount of nutrients, your body gets rid of them because it can't absorb all these extra vitamins and whatnot. It just can't. Your body absorbs these,
Oh shit.
and whatever this enzyme is going out and repairing damaged cells. So everyone has free radicals in their system. So what this is doing, it's actually attacking the free radicals and adding an electron back to them,
Oh
making it not
wow.
a free radical anymore. It's not doing it quickly, but they assume that if you ate a lot of this stuff, it probably would actually fix the free radicals in your system.
Huh? Could we like duplicate that stuff, or do I have
I
to go
don't
and
know,
get more
but
tacos?
I don't know. But we're gonna try. If you can get more of this, it'd be fantastic.
Okay.
We're gonna need 17 flamethrowers.
Yeah, we're gonna need flamethrowers, dragon fire, shotgun shells,
Phosphorus grenades.
phosphorus
Actually,
grenades.
Jim has that shotgun with the massive phosphorus.
Dragon breath rounds and a shotgun work too. Yeah.
That's what these are. They're slugs with phosphorus.
hmm Oh, I used to make good use of those in Shadowrun.
So
Only this
maybe
shotgun's an automatic shotgun, and it has a drum of 20 of them. It's
also
not.
gonna
It's pretty hefty.
need a John Deere ride-on lawnmower so I can just ride all over the top of them.
Groovy.
Yeah, we can't get that for you. That's outside of our specs right now. We can get you a flamethrower, but actually outside of more, we'll have to order it. I'm sure we can get it to the
Dragon breath
Russians, but it might
shotguns
take
actually
longer.
sound very effective.
How do you not have a backstock of flamethrowers?
You do remember where we are, right? This is Antarctica. I have to actually order things to bring them down here. We are not. This is the United Nations. We are not a destroy everybody organization. We are peacekeepers. Peacekeepers don't need flamethrowers, but we
But
we
it's
can get them from the Russians.
Antarctica, so you'd think you need flamethrowers to keep you warm sometimes and to melt the ice. I kind of see where Cassidy is coming from.
2 cases of Bic
Just give
lighters and
me.
a bunch of fucking Aquanet. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go. Axe body spray.
Sure, you guys can get hairspray and lighters. That's not a problem, but they can get you a flamethrower, and that's it.
Okay.
Fine, we'll take it.
Hopefully, you guys can use it properly. Just make sure it don't puncture the tank.
Cassidy's still annoyed that she's in decontamination chambers.
They're going to let you out after 24 hours. Nothing has happened, but they again looked at your blood sample. There's nothing odd in it outside of the nutrient stuff they discovered, and so they're very happy about that, and they're going to try and replicate it. Is there anything else you want to tell us before you leave?
Oh, massive battery power source in
Oh,
that
yeah.
structure.
And we need a boat.
Yeah, we need a boat.
No
I
problem.
did say that I did take pictures of that, so I will hand those over.
Okay.
And we're trying to figure out a way to engineer so the 4 of us would be able to try to retrieve one of those. So try to figure that out. I don't know what kind of carts or what we have available.
They look rather large.
Yeah, but I believe that each one of these batteries holds a ridiculous amount of energy. If we can figure out that kind of power storage, that'd be a game changer too.
Yeah, if there were a smaller one, maybe that would work too.
All right, so
Well,
this is what I want. I want a motorcycle racing suit in my size. A professional one.
Okay, I have to make a check for that one.
I feel like if we're gonna use this flamethrower, we should contact the NHRA and get some of their fireproof race suits.
They'll have to
That's
order
perfect.
those, but with the being close enough to Argentina, racetrack suits are a possibility. Even the flame retardant suits are technically. So they would at least have one flame retardant suit. But for the race, oh shit, that's a 10. So, of course, I lost the die. That's fantastic. All right, so I officially make all of my rolls for the rest of the night.
Are the environmental suits flame retardant?
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay.
may not last long, like an official suit like the NHRA has, but that fell open. D10, D10, D10. D20 will have to do. All right. So they're able to find the motorcycle suit that you want.
Yeah.
It's a little outdated, but it works.
Yeah, made out of ballistic cloth. That'll help keep things from biting me.
It is bright yellow and with the blue stripe.
Don't care. If it keeps little spider or little tooth monsters from biting me, then it'll do its job.
You can only hope. You do have armor.
Yeah, but armor
Don't
doesn't
forget.
cover me head to toe. A motorcycle suit covers me head to toe. Well, from neck to toe.
Now,
Armor just covers my chest.
understand if you're going to wear that underneath your armor, there's going to be penalties to movement and skills and whatnot.
I don't think
You're the layer.
I don't think I need both in this place. I'm concerned about things biting me.
Understood. Just letting you know.
Much less concerned about things shooting me in this place.
Okay, great. So you got that. You got your environmental suits, which are somewhat flame retardant, but are not going to hold up under massive amounts of flame. An official flame retardant suit's going to take a while to get there because they don't have them. Because you're in Antarctica.
Well, we don't need a flame retardant suit to go visit Gerald's planet. We could come back later.
It's true.
The thing seemed in a dormant state. Perhaps they can just go back to that and we can just get what we need and get out.
We have the collapsible boat that I've just now forgotten the character name. That your former teammate left, so you have that. So it's a massive.
SS Sadie?
Yeah, Sadie's massive.
Worthy enough to get to where we need to go, Gerald?
That's pretty big. So yeah, I should be fine.
Okay.
I don't know what they're called.
Actually, was it a research vessel? Maybe it's a research vessel. So RV Sadie.
Or what it's called. The military use them. Shoot, my brain's not functioning. They're designed for ocean work for special forces. Zodiac.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There it is. Yeah, one of the larger ones. So it can carry all of you, a good chunk of your equipment, and the cat.
Oh, good. I was afraid that Gerald wouldn't fit.
Same. He's got to fit. But is there anything else you need?
Yeah, cat size life jacket.
A cat what?
Size life jacket.
Oh no, Gerald doesn't like wearing clothes. Tried.
We have it for. I have one for a small dog someone brought to base.
Let's see if it fits.
I am not wearing
You
that.
can do that.
I am not wearing that.
Gerald, this is for your safety.
He actually hits it.
Gato, can you swim?
Yeah, but I'm not wearing that. It smells like garbage.
All right.
Okay, Gerald. I want to keep you safe, but if you fall off that boat, it's on you.
Well, don't turn it over then.
I don't plan on it.
Oh, then we're all in agreement then.
Okay. I tried.
Garbage jacket. I'm not wearing that.
Told you he wasn't gonna wear it. I told you.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, no. Just sits there and grumbles about it. You can hear him in the background of your mind just grumbling about it. Make me wear some kind of dog jacket. Gross.
this point, I might tip them off the boat myself.
Oh,
Okay, so you have your flamethrower, you have your environmental suits, and you have your Zodiac boat.
And phosphorus grenades.
And the shotguns.
Well, you don't have phosphorus grenades. You only have your standard grenades, your flashbangs you ordered, and the concussion grenades.
And I'm gonna take Bic lighters, duct tape Bic lighters to cans of hairspray.
You can get 2 cans of hairspray and 2 big lighters. That's not a problem. You can get all the lighters you want. There's tons of them on the base, but not everyone has hairspray. It's the military.
I have
Yeah,
gel.
but the Dragon's Breath shotguns.
Though you have that
Yeah.
shotgun and the rounds that Payton left you, the drum. So you have 20 shots. They don't have Dragon's Breath rounds at the base. They'll have to order things like that or have them made. Unless you want to make them yourself, you have that gun with those rounds.
Okay. And a flamethrower. All right, who wants the shotgun? All right, I guess I'm shotgun and flamethrower.
I think Chewie wanted the flamethrower.
I mean, I think
Go
I
flamethrower,
probably,
take the flamethrower.
I
got the
probably
shotgun.
have the best heavy weapon skill.
Yeah, I think you do.
Heavy weapons, 10.
Sure, I already said take it. That's fine.
All right.
I just wanted some feedback at all.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, so what's the plan? Are we going to Catsville or are we going to go back and grab more of that crap?
Cats, 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 cats.
I don't know.
I say we do the cat interlude first. Gives those things a little bit more time to go back to sleep.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully they go back to sleep.
Hopefully.
Hopefully they're not busy eating each other to become one mega one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, it's all this positive energy.
I think okay, so scare everybody.
All right. So I guess we head on out to Gerald's Dimension of Origin.
All right.
Yeah.
So you drive back to the -1 platform, go to the alternate for the Cat Island, which I don't think Eric's actually seen,
Nope.
or Yuki.
Mm-mm.
You step through this platform. It's a standard platform you've seen before. It's a nice, warm day, beach, a small island, undergrowth, trees. You guys never actually walked the length of the island. You just kind of fiddled around in the brush and you found Gerald. But walking around the island, you can see that it's actually off some kind of either larger island or it could be mainland. You don't know. It looks like it's about 3 miles away. I would say it looks about 3 miles away. Not too far away.
Well, that's not too far.
I say we bring our vehicles over to this side. It seems actually to be safer than the tunnel network.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. So you tow the truck and the Humvee onto the island.
I start setting up the boat.
Kind of nice. It's actually warm here. You're not used to warm environments. It's been a while.
Take
Sun's
my
shining.
boots off and put my feet in the sand for a little bit.
Nice.
I brought my Tevas.
Nice white sand, nice calm water, saltwater ocean, nice. You can see dolphins jumping in the sea far away. They jump a little closer and they go away. As they're dolphins, they don't care. You set up the boat. Doesn't take too long. Just has to, you have the inflator for it. It inflates up. It's pretty big. You can probably hold 10 people. We can easily hold all of you.
Let's make sure we take a first aid pack. Because,
Yeah.
in case our faces get ripped
Are you
open
bringing
again.
one of the first aid kits? One of the big ones? You have 2.
Yeah, should bring one of the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's got to have a lot of Flonase.
Big first aid kit. I'm guessing standard weapons. Nothing really fancy, correct?
Yeah,
No
nothing.
flamethrowers,
Yeah.
no grenades, nothing like that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. But also bring some extra rope, shovel, kind of basic camping survival gear. Just in
Um,
case.
now, I'm gonna say this. Gerald says, um, they're probably not gonna like you. I'll be honest. I mean, let's face it. When you don't look at anything but yourself for a long time, you tend to be afraid of things like that, right? I was afraid of you guys when I first saw you, but you seemed to be kind of cool, and I was lonely and hungry, so worked out. But they're not as adventurous as me, Mao.
Well, we're definitely going to take something to protect ourselves if things go south. But
Oh, yeah, those aren't going to help at all. But yeah, you can. I mean,
They're telekinetic, aren't they?
yeah, some are.
It's okay. You know how to telekinesis a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a lot of practice. Gives me a headache. But yeah, but anyway, we don't want to do that. Hopefully, nothing bad will happen. He glares at you. Hopefully, nothing bad will happen. Right?
well, hopefully,
Okay.
Oh, we should
or
bring some extra tuna.
we can send you out ahead to basically talk to them for us, and they could come over to the island and talk to us if they don't want us on their mainland.
Um. mm, Remember, I'm in exile, so if I go by
So,
myself,
Harold, why exactly did you get exiled?
I'd rather not say.
Mm-hmm.
Should figure
I
it
feel
out.
like it
Okay.
might be important at this
Yeah,
point.
I was gonna
Look,
say we might need to know.
I'm not some kind of supervillain. If you want to know, okay?
Well, no, is it like collect you and return you to the island bad? Is it a try to hurt you on sight kind of bad?
Oh no,
Is
no. They don't do that. They're gonna put me on the island to teach me a lesson. Hopefully, I can convince them I learned a lesson. I don't know. Bringing you back with me may not prove that, but we'll find out. But
Good.
but
Are you?
but oh well. I don't know. I went through I went through that. I saw that portal. I went through it with you guys. I maybe I can. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Um,
all right.
Harold, you wash your hands, right?
Of course, I wash my hands. I wash myself.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Cats are
Okay. Good.
fastidiously clean.
Yeah.
Good. You're not evil.
All
Did you
right,
know evil people don't wash their hands?
let's go out there, see what happens. Get ready to turn tail and run.
Hmm.
I don't know if I appreciate that statement, but I'll go with it. No one else here has tail but me,
That's true.
humans.
Actually, some humans are still born with a tail.
No, you don't
I
have
said
one.
some. Yeah.
Okay, well, I got everything to lose, so let's do this.
Boot.
Okay, you guys get in the boat and you head towards the mainland. Let's see, what time is it?
Island adventure.
We still
A
got time.
tropical island. A tropical island.
Yeah, the place is the sea is beautiful. It smells nice. Fish jump out of the water near you. Gerald's trying to look at them. He's trying to stay focused.
Does it smell like soaring over the world at Disneyland?
Yes, sure enough, it smells like real ocean.
Smells like porridge.
Not yet. Not yet. Um, you get to the mainland. Really, it looks like the coast of the west of the eastern United States, or looks like maybe Georgia or Florida.
Hmm.
Bright blue water, no reef, but soft
Barrier
landing.
Islands?
Nope, none of that. Nothing
Look at
fancy like that.
keys.
You can look back. Excuse me. You can look back and see the island, and there are other small islands near it. but nothing fancy like a set of barrier islands or barrier reef.
That island's a barrier island.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be place where learning comes from, and they hoped that I would learn and to be a better person and things
What
like
did
that.
you What did you need to learn, Gerald?
To be a better person.
But you're not a person. You're a cat.
I'm a person.
Cats are people too, Chewy.
Exactly.
I think personhood goes cross species.
Hmm.
It just means a sapient or self-aware, I would think.
Thank you, Eric. I would say you're people, but sometimes you're lesser people than we are, and sometimes I'm lesser
You
than
know
you
what?
are, and
Let's just
sometimes I'm
recognize
lesser than you are.
let's just recognize that Gerald's taking a big risk doing this for us. So lead on, Gerald, and let's hope for the best.
Yeah, land looks nice and clean. Smells nice. All nature, unsullied nature, which is really nice to be around after being on your planet, where finding unsullied nature is a pain in the ass. Um, you walk about a quarter of a mile inland, which is we're just gonna walk this way. They'll find us. Trust me, I'll find us. We
Of that,
trot
I have no doubt.
along
Guys,
next to
keep
you.
friendly thoughts
Right, right.
in your head. We
And
mean
in
no
here,
harm. We just want to talk. Just try to keep that going on in a mantra in your head as we're going in there, because they're going to be peeping no matter what we try to do.
and then you hear in your heads a different voice, very strict and harsh voice. Yes, pleasant, peaceful thoughts we expect from that. Gerald, what have you brought? Uh, these are friends from beyond the knowledge portal. Huh. There's a very long pause. Put down your weapons, they will do you no good here.
And
I put mine down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't brandishing mine, so
Yeah, I just have my sword on my back, so.
So
Yeah.
Eric,
Cat says that we're safe, so I guess so.
And they'll know if you're keeping anything. So just all I brought is my pistol and my sword anyway. So
okay, good. I appreciate that. I'm sure we all do. Um, then the landscape in front of you shimmers, and a legion of cats walk out. Probably, I'm guessing 20 in almost a V
Wow.
formation, and they're all different breeds. It looks they're a little bit larger than you used to, kind of like Gerald's a little bit larger than he used to for a cat. Um, at the head is what are they called? Brain's not functioning. I didn't write it down. Um,
thanks, Obsidian.
it's the
Norwegian
really
forest
large,
cats.
the really large ones with the pointy ears.
Manx.
And coons.
Coons.
Yes, coons. The coon. This thing's massive, and it looks the knowing glare and says, "Hmm." You can feel it in your head. Oh, humans. Oh, explorers.
Hi.
Hmm, I see. Well, sir, don't be rude. Don't you lecture me. I'll be who I want to be. All right. You should come with us. And he turns around. The other cats actually move around to the side of you. So you're actually they have a ring around you at this point.
Okay.
I'm trying to stop them. Follow me. He walks you back through the shimmer. And as you step through, there is a very large city looking thing designed for cats. So it's not as big as would be for humans. There are buildings, there are ramps, there are no vehicles, but it definitely is some kind of city. And it's a gleaming silver and cream colors. There are water fountains. It looks very pretty and advanced, but no weaponry anywhere. And there's a cacophony of voices your brain picks up. It's like whispering in the background as you're picking up fringe thoughts from these things. Look, I'm going to try and shield you as much as I can, but they're all terrified, shouting, and curious at the same time. So let's just follow along and try and think of something like a brick wall.
Check and see if these guys are all fringeworthy. Use the crystal.
Yeah, I take
Yeah.
out my take out the key and is it extra glowy?
It only registers for the 5 of you.
Okay.
So
5.
Gerald was special.
Yeah.
We knew Gerald was special.
But I never felt special. That's the weird part of this, right? I don't think any of you felt special too, right?
Not really.
Huh.
At least not in that kind of way. I'm basically sort of like playing, like singing songs to myself in my head. Uh, Basically trying to keep my mind running and trying to drown out the noises from the outside.
Henry, all alone in the moonlight.
No songs, the musical Cats, please.
Fuck that fucking musical.
I watched that during the pandemic. Never again.
Did you? Go ahead.
That was one of the last things I did before shutdown. Saw that
The
movie
next
in
girlfriend
theaters.
insisted that I go see that with her. I went to go see it. We go out and like, that's it? It's just fucking cats. What the fuck?
No Cats musical, no Cats movie. No cat. Quit bothering Dad.
But Jack, bother
Yeah,
your dad.
he's just being a little pain. He's good at that, aren't you? Yeah, I know. You don't want to sit with Dad. You just want to yell at me. Difficult child, right? Anyway, they walk you along to what looks like a large courtyard with a fountain in the center, and they turn around, and you're in this ring of cats still, and the voices kind of calm down, and they all sit, and the Maine Coon sits there and
I'll sit
looks at
down
his
too.
shiny black fur.
I cross-legged sit down as well.
I also sit down.
Oh, they have manners. That's wonderful. Good. So, Gerald, would you care to explain yourself? Oh, I know would be better. Why don't you have them explain themselves and yourself to us? That would be wonderful to hear. I'm curious what these ancient things would say.
What,
Ancient things.
Well, my name is Eric. I was not with this group when they initially met with Gerald. But one thing that I can say is that he has been of invaluable assistance to our endeavors and a true friend to us. And we appreciate him greatly, to the point that we asked him to bring us here to you uh, in order to absorb some wisdom from you uh, regarding the nature of those that came before.
Hmm. Let's see, Eric. Do you speak for all of you? Is there a
No,
hierarchy we
everyone
should
here
have?
has their own voice. I was just first to speak. I basically nudge somebody will say something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're kind of all on the same page here, I think.
Yeah.
We're just looking for answers.
And frankly,
Curious.
everywhere we
Yeah.
go,
People are
something
curious.
tries to kill us. So we hoped it would be different here.
So you came back through this portal with Gerald, who can suddenly walk through this portal. Interesting.
Would you like me to give you information on what we know of that?
Mm. Scout, he turns to the small gray cat to his left. Scout, you know the litany. Something is supposed to return to that portal but knowledge. Have they brought knowledge? Hmm, I think they have brought knowledge. We could share. Or we could just eat them.
Thank you. I'd much rather share my knowledge.
And all the cats laugh in your heads. Eat them, eat them. It's funny. Just ignore him. He thinks he's entertaining.
Right.
So you want to know about what came before?
Yes, please.
Yes.
We're trying to find more about those that built these portals, for it is a vast and incredible network of them.
Yes, yes, it is.
And we seek knowledge to repair our world that is become sick. That is really all we seek, and to try to build alliances that would bring us closer to that goal.
Oh, the ancients here did the same to this world thousands upon thousands of years ago. Doesn't surprise us at all. What I will tell you is when the Termelaran came to our world 4,000 years ago, they were fleeing something, but they brought us knowledge and helped elevate us out of the Dark Ages following when the ancients had died and left us to ourselves. Over the past several thousand years, we've done well, as you can tell. We have fixed this world by not polluting it. But
So
the
the
term
the Tarmellians?
the Termelaran came to us. They were fleeing from something. They wouldn't tell us, and it was hard to see into their minds. But it was if they were guilty that they made a mistake, and they were suffering for the mistake they made. And so they sought to raise us up like they had done for other species with the hope that others could solve that problem before they were wiped out.
Of course, you see my appreciation of the irony of this.
They were not a violent people. They had transcended that tens of thousands of years ago, according to what they had told us. And they did not know how to handle what they had accidentally created.
Mm.
When you build something good and you teach it to think for itself, of course it turns to evil, doesn't it? They always do.
According to our stories, yes. Here we are seeking them out to help with our problems, and they were driven by their own.
Oh, I believe some of them still exist out there, but probably few and far between.
Were they very, very tall, considerably taller than us?
Yes. Oh,
We found a place of theirs, an arena for a sport. I found many wonderful things there, things that were still working after quite some time. But then we stumbled onto these things, these small creatures that I would say are nothing but mouth and not much else. Attacked one of my people and forced us to flee as many, many more of them woke. That whole place seemed like it was completely abandoned in minutes. The detritus and leavings of them still strewn about this gigantic place. We found mummified versions of these tall individuals, apparently contestants in this race, that were left in their rest pods and died many years ago. I'm wondering if these things that attacked us might somehow be involved or somehow be connected to what they were being chased by.
Quite
We had
possibly.
something very similar kill another one of our members.
The Eaters, they called the Melor, were creatures that could help them speak with and infiltrate other societies that had grown up under these worlds they had found through the paths they had created. Something drove them insane, and the insanity spread like a sickness among the creatures, driving them mad. And they attacked and killed the Thermalaran, and I'm sounds like they left their progeny behind. So if you have found those things, I would be cautious. I would destroy them if you can. They are not. I am sorry for what happened to your friend. I can feel the sorrow in your minds. She did not deserve that. But if one found you all and was able to infiltrate her, sneak into her system, and slowly eat her out from the inside and take her form, that's what happened. So unfortunately, she is no longer with us and with you, but if you can fight these things, then fight these things. If you want to find a way to heal your world, we can't give you much. We can give you as much information as we have about them. That when you find their places, there is much information there. And once you can interpret what they know, you can solve your problems. You have found some of their things already, I sense.
We have some of their tools and implements.
The shape-shifting tool, I've seen these before. They've written about them in our records and sung about them in songs. I know those.
We found some of their foodstuffs, which also has some incredible properties.
They were
Allows
an
our bodies
advanced
to heal faster.
they were a greatly advanced species. And it may have visited your planet tens of thousands of years ago and given you what you have now. They uplifted so many species.
We found
And
so many worlds that are unparalleled to ours, just developed differently.
Opus
I
said,
cannot tell you how incredibly happy I am to have met you. You have quite literally been the most incredibly helpful species that we encountered in our entire travel, Gerald included, as being part of you. These are all revelations to us.
well, not everything out there is safe and easy. I would assume your race is not safe either, and that you four are exceptional.
For the most part, yes, but at a great extent, no. I would not. I would not haphazardly expose you to my people without a lot of preparation. But no matter, we owe you a great debt.
You guys can feel Gerald sitting tiny, tiny in your minds, like trying to be hidden and ignored.
Oh, poor Gerald.
But we would be happy to trade for whatever we might have that you might need for whatever information you might have about all of this. We've already learned more today than all our exploration.
Sometimes things come in strange ways. We understand this. We will happily trade any knowledge you wish. All we ask is one thing, very simple.
What's that?
We would like the trader back.
Or trader.
And
Gerald?
you can tell all their eyes are on Gerald.
Uh-oh.
And you can audibly hear in your brain actually swallow with a gulp. And that's where we'll end for the week when they say we like our trader back.
No,
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 Gerald.
Gerald, he's a member of this team, dude.
Mike, I sense this coming, and I'm still mad about it.
Yeah, I know, me too. There's got to be some consequence for Gerald.
Traitor. We've had a traitor in our midst this entire time.
Well,
Oh, man.
you'll have to find out next week.
The thing is, I'm willing to give all that benefit of the doubt because, you know, they are cats.
That's true.
But, I mean, betrayal to them could be completely different.
He pooped in the leader's sandbox. Betrayal!
You did not let me eat from the kibble bowl first, even though I am your superior.
He washed his paws in the sacred water. But anyway,
Right.
thank you all very much for playing. I hope you had as much fun tonight as I did. Again, my name is Mike Leader. I'm in the GM for Fringeworthy tonight. We meet every Monday night at 7 p.m. If you'd like to know more about this game and the characters involved, you can look at the Linktree link at the bottom of the page here, and you can visit there. It has character information as well as write-ups from prior adventures, as well as future information for myself and what I'm working on. I've got some games coming up this summer that I'm running here on this channel, as well as stuff at the local convention here in Los Angeles. But I'll let Jim talk about that. In the meantime, let's let our players talk about themselves, their character, as we leave for tonight. We'll start with Leslie, then Bob, then you, then Jill, and then Jim.
I'm Leslie. I played Captain Cassidy Wagner. I have a ton of boogers in my brain right now.
Aw.
I actually sound much worse than I feel, but I'm still in the hurry up and wait stages of when I will be doing the stem cell donation. But if you are interested in joining the registry for bone marrow and stem cell donation, Mike has put that link in his link tree. Um, Otherwise, nothing terribly exciting. If you're LA adjacent, um, 60th anniversary for the tram tour at Universal is happening. It's kind of cool. We went down there last weekend. Yeah, I'm kind of boring right now.
Yeah, I'm Bob, and I play Chewie, and yeah, I don't do a whole lot else.
I'm Jill. I play Yuki. I also went on the tram tour last week when I was in town, and I can attest it is very cool. So if you're in Universal, please check it out. Yeah. I saw Beetlejuice, the musical, for the third time yesterday in Costa Mesa. So if
Great.
that's on tour near you, go see it because it's amazing. Otherwise, you can catch me on Twitter or Blue Sky at KYJIN, where I yell about anime and books.
I'm Jim. I played Eric. I haven't been to Universal Studios since they got rid of the Battlestar Galactica bit. But I guess the one thing that I'd like to state is that I am on the board of directors for a strategic on series of events, which take place at the LAX Hilton. Next one's coming up pretty soon here. And what was the date was?
Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend, but I want to actually give dates.
I think it's the 23rd. Let me pull the calendar real quick. 24th through the 27th.
24th through the 27th. For GameX, that is our middle con. We have WarCon in February on President's Day. We have GameX Memorial Day, and we have Gateway, our last one of the year, in Labor Day weekend, August, September timeframe. We have a ton of great role playing games coming up over there. The biggest event for Adventurers League in Southern California. And we also have Pathfinder Society and every other type of subset of gaming that you'd like to see. We'd love to see you come down if you're local. It's cheap and fun. We, as a change, we actually have 1-day passes available for pre-registration starting this year. So if you just want to come down for a day and grab a badge and still be able to pre-reg, go ahead and do that. And that's about it.
I agree. If you live in the LA area or Southern California in general, it's worth the trip. The convention's fun. You find lots of good people there. I'll be there for certain. I've got games to run on Saturday and Sunday. Spirit of 77 and Magical Kitty Save the Day. Can't believe I talked myself into running that game. But it's a lot of fun. I can attest for the D&D event's been great. One of the largest epics in the U.S. is run there regularly. And if you haven't played Adventures League, it's a good time to go and do that. Anywho, I think that does everything for the night here. Thank you again for coming and watching and messing things up. Thanks, Big Dad. Everyone, thank Big Dad for messing things up for you tonight.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Big
Big Dad.
Yay!
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. We'll see you all next week. Same time, same channel. Still in Fires. Take care.
Bye.